Bit of a self-serving question, but how important has family been to you? And I mean,
it's question number 3.
I'm going to say the last 10 years in all of this.
Well, like your husband is great. I mean, he's great. Whether he was my son or whether he was an executive, you can't hire anybody like him. He's so good, and he runs the business. And Don helps run the business. And Ivanka is doing a lot of things. She's an amazing person, and she's a little bit involved, a little bit. You know, when they want words of wisdom or whatever, she's you know, she did a very good job here. All she wanted to, she could have had any job. I told her, I'll put you at the UN. She would have blown, like somebody like Nikki Haley would have gotten blown away by Ivanka. She could never compete with Ivanka, but she did a good job at the UN, but it wouldn't be the same ball game. And I gave Ivanka choices of things that you might have taken and I might have taken, and all she wanted to do is get people jobs. She said, no, Daddy, and she got hundreds of thousands of jobs for people. She'd go around, worked hard, never got credit for it, but she'd go out and she'd go to Walmart, she'd go to Exxon Mobil, she'd go to all these big companies, and she'd get people jobs by the thousands. So he'd get, you know, just added up to.
She would get them jobs. She would get them.
I mean, I could tell you what the number is, but I don't want to say because nobody would believe it, but she worked.
Oh. Come on, Mr. President. I'll believe you.
Hard and so competent, and she did a great job.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
Never, if I were a Democrat, she would have been a legend. You all would have been legends, but I think you're legends anyway. If you think about it, you wouldn't be doing any better. Now it's somehow there's a different mindset, but the kids have been amazing. I have really, really good kids.
Well, some people have called you the bodyguard of Western civilization.
What?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that title?
Yeah.
Well, I understand what they mean. It was going bad. We were going bad.
Where did this come from? This country was dead. Now it's hot.
This country was going bad, and I don't know that we would have had, when the King of Saudi Arabia talked to me about how we have the hottest, he said, your country was dead. We actually thought it was dead and gone. And they were already starting to talk to China about, you know, getting involved in China, which was unnatural for them. A lot of people were talking to China and others about getting involved because we were a dead country. We were gone, and in the minds of many, I tell you, in my mind, one of the reasons I ran, I saw what was happening very early on. When I saw people pouring across our border, I said, no, put up that little, it would have taken three weeks to put up little sections of wall.
What? It would have kept them out? They were legally seeking asylum, you racist dick.
We laid out because of legal reasons, condemnation reasons, you know, different things. And because we wanted to bring our equipment back in through the wall, because we built hundreds of miles. And I said, why aren't they filling that in? It would have just been, then it would have been complete. In fact, I added a lot more. I built a lot more than I said I was going to build. I made it much longer. But I said, you know, they want to have open borders. That was the first time I realized it. I didn't think it would be possible for anybody to want open borders because
Joe Biden wanted open borders.
You know, who would want open borders? And open borders.
Who would want open border?
Totally unvetted and unchecked. Totally,
yeah.
Just walk right in. Walk
who would
right
want that?
And some of the people, I know, I want to be politically correct, but some of these people, you can look at them and you can say these people are trouble. This is a rough group of people, and we're right now getting them.
What you can look at them and tell? Oh, that's so racist.
Out, and you know what? ICE and Border Patrol, Tom Holman, Christie's been amazing. Tom has been amazing. You know, Tom was one of my first people that I put in. I said, you got to just do the border. He didn't want to do anything else. He just wanted to, because that's what he wants to do. But you have a big deal with lots of other things there. And I said, who'd be the best to head it up? Homeland Security. And he said, I'd like Christine home. And I said, that's great. Now, I knew her very well, but I didn't know her that way. She was a great governor, South Dakota, really did a good job. But boy, she's been great. And every one of I can't think of one who
He's melting my brain. I'm becoming him, who is also Joe Biden. We are all one. Homeland Security posted this on Twitter. Remember your homeland's heritage. Ugh. Cringe. Who again does he call Ice Maiden? His chief of staff, Susie Wiles.
hasn't been at least very good. You know, they've all been terrific, and it's been really good. But I think we get a lot of credit on the border because last month we had 0 people come into our country. We had people come in, but they had to come in legally. They come in through a process. We want people to come in. We need people because we have a booming business climate now, and the farmers need people, and hotels need people, et cetera. But coming in illegally, we had 0. Now, even I'm not sure that I can believe that number. You know, you're talking about hundreds of thousands, millions of people came in through Biden, and they say 0. But, and the people that do the list tend to be a very liberal group, I will tell you, that have been there a long time. And I said, I'll accept it. But it was close to that number. I'll tell you what, they said 0, and I'm going to take it, but it's hard to believe that it's 0. You're talking about hundreds of miles of border. We've done a great job. And the problem with doing a great job that fast is people forget, you know? Last time I did a great job, we had a
Yeah, he did it too fast.
border problem, nothing like it was this time. But we had a border problem, and I solved it in about 4 weeks. And I'd make speeches and talk about the border, and my people would say, sir, you shouldn't even waste your time. Nobody wants to hear about the border. Now it's starting to be again. You don't hear about the border anymore. We have.
Oh yeah, he for some reason he's like done talking about it. Maybe it's because he's underwater when it comes to immigration approval now, and he's like, I can't even waste my time on this now. I got to talk about Israel.
we did numbers that were unbelievable, and I almost can't talk about it because nobody wants to hear it. But it was a big problem. But we do have a different problem. We have to get the people out that came in that are really bad, because we have some bad people that came in.
Just to wrap up here.
Wow.
You're talking about people not remembering. I don't think anyone will ever forget President Donald J. Trump. But when history looks back on this time in our country, when history looks back on you, how would you like to be remembered?
A good person, but a person that saved our country. I really believed our country was going down for the fall. I don't know if it ever could have come back. It was very close to the edge. And I really would like to be known as the man that saved our country.
Well, I think you've started off on the right track there.
So far.
Well, Mr. President, thank you for sitting down with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that was crazy, dude. He's so fucking cooked. I can't believe
Well, Mr. President,
how many questions was this? Oh my god, all the comments are about Epstein. Huge supporter of Trump, but the files need to be released. This is so bad for them. This is so bad for them. You guys still talking about this Epstein guy? Who wants to even talk about this Epstein guy? Nobody even cares. What's up with my boys? And in some cases, gals. I want to do a few more. There's another Trump thing I want to see before I get to MAGA rap. Wait, where'd it go? Here. This was earlier today. Just the latest gaggle. Also, though, he's getting worse and worse. Like, his fucking hearing is so bad. He can't hear anything. Wait, what is this? I saw the Cuomo thing. I was gonna show that. I didn't watch the whole thing. I saved it. Never not checking my email again. Audition notice. This seemed to fly under the radar. I think with the mustache and longer hair, this is a good fit. Non-speaking. Let me know what you think. Audition notice. Top New York production company seeking gentrifier / young white men. What the fuck? Non-speaking role of gentrifier / young white men in a political relaunch ad for a top candidate in a nationally significant race. Set in the streets of Manhattan, the role will have this non-unionized actor interact personally with the candidate in a friendly manner, broadening the candidate's appeal to a younger demographic. Dude. Bro could have met Andrew Cuomo. He's running, dude. Hang on, before we get to the Trump thing. He's running. It's happening. The fucking liberal conservative three-way vote split is going to happen. Curtis Sliwa, 6%. Eric Adams, 2%. Andrew Cuomo, 5%. Zoran, all of the rest of the numbers in the percent. I lost track. 99. Yeah, make sure he's not union. We don't want to pay him. Exactly. Anyway. Yeah, this is Cuomo. This is Cuomo announcing his intention to stay in the race. I guess as an independent.
And unless you've been living under a rock, you probably know that the Democratic primary did not go the way I had hoped.
Already stealing Zoran's media strategy.
To the 440,000 New Yorkers who voted
So that was definitely a paid actor. There's a boom mic right here for some reason.
For me, a sincere thank you. Thank you for believing in me, in my agenda, and in my experience.
Another one, I'm assuming, non-speaking.
And I am truly sorry that I let you down.
I'm truly sorry. Please vote for me. I'm so sorry.
But as my grandfather used to say, when you get knocked down, learn the lesson and pick yourself back up and get in the game. And that is what I'm going to do. The fight to save our city isn't over. Only 13% of New Yorkers voted in the June primary. The general election is in November, and I am in it to win it. My opponent, Mr. Mandani, offers slick slogans, but no real solutions.
I don't have slogans or solutions. Make no mistake. I just want to get back in office and touch some women.
We need a city with lower rent, safer streets, where buying your first home is once again
What are you doing?
possible, where childcare won't bankrupt you.
Ew.
That's the New York City we know. That's the one that is still possible.
Don't touch her.
You
Let her
haven't-
go. This is literally the kind of shit he got in trouble for as governor. He's clearly learned nothing.
Given up on it, and you deserve a mayor with the experience and ideas to make it happen again.
Yeah, I'll come to New York City. I'll touch you.
And the guts to take on anyone who stands in the way. Every day I'm going to be hitting the streets, meeting you where you are, to hear the good and the bad, problems and solutions. Because for the next few months, it's my responsibility to earn your vote. So let's do this. I'll see you out there.
God, he sucks. He sucks so bad. Zoran obviously came in. I'm sure people have seen this already. 173,000.
New York is the Jeff Dunham of America.
Dude, oh my god. When are we doing MAGA TikToks? We already did those. But we're going to do MAGA rap later. Yeah, this ratio is fucking brutal. It's Cuomo over. Obliviated.
Hello, Mr. President. We brought our star along here. We're going to Pittsburgh. We're going to be touting about, actually, going
Anyway, Trump's going to Pittsburgh.
to be numbers like nobody's ever heard before. It's mostly to do with AI.
Ugh, you could see Caroline Levitt staring at his hand makeup in the interview you're watching. Peep her eyes as she speaks with his hands, or as he speaks with his hands. He's probably very sick. What the hell?